Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar, Ramp Up Your Business. If you could just pop into the chat box to say that you can see my screen okay, you can hear me okay, and hello, that'd be really helpful. Thank you. Just want to make sure everything's working correctly. Fabulous, thank you, Erin. No matter how many times I do these webinars, I always worry that you can't hear and see me. One of these days, I'll just trust that you can. So huge welcome, as I said, to our webinar. So this is Ramp Up Your Business with Xero, and I'm going to take you all through how Xero can help streamline your business and help you achieve some of the goals that you're looking for in your business. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Cheryl Sharp. I am the founder and CEO of Pink Pig Financials. And I'll tell you a little bit more about me and Pink Pig as we go through. So I'm sure everyone's used to Zoom now, but just in case anyone's used to a different platform, if you want to use the chat box for any questions as we go through, if I see them as we go through, I shall answer them. If not, I can answer them at the end. Or as we have got time built in for Q&A at the end. So I shall get going. So to kick off today's session, I'm going to do it full accountant style with some statistics. So did you know that 50% of small businesses fail within the first 5 years? Now that's quite a scary thought, and around 82% of small businesses fail due to poor cash flow, which is even more scarier. However, there is good news. 85% of businesses who use Xero and work with a certified advisor, like ourselves, were still in business after 5 years. And this just shows how important it is for business owners to work with a trusted advisor, using Xero to automate processes, get paid faster, and monitor and measure your results. So let's have a look at how you can work with us and Xero to ensure that you are still in business in 5 years and beyond. So Xero's purpose is to make life better for small businesses, their advisors, and the communities around the world. At Pink Pig, our purpose is to offer innovative digital accountancy services to business owners so that they have more time to do more of what they love with who they love. We love working with Xero to achieve a common purpose of improving the lives of the small business owners that we work with. Obviously, it's not clicking on as it should do. Come on, slides. Gotta love a technical fault in the mornings. There you go. Right, so at Pink Pig, we've been working with small businesses for 8 years now. We've literally just had our 8-year birthday. We're in year 9. And we have been working with Xero for probably 7 out of 8 of those years. I found them fairly early on in our business journey, and they have been, I'd say, instrumental in the progress of our business, both from their support and the offering that they have. So obviously, over the last 8 years, we've worked with a lot of small business owners, and we find that they are seeking, or they're all seeking, at least one of what we call the 3 freedoms. So the first is financial freedom, which is having sufficient cash to enjoy your desired lifestyle. The second is time freedom, and this is having balance in your life to spend with your family, your friends, having the freedom to enjoy your hobbies and do whatever it is basically that you want to do. And lastly, the third one is mind freedom, and this is the reduced stress levels, the ability to sleep at night, which is something we all want to do, having peace of mind that everything in your business is as it should be, and that you can sustain any future downturns, And I've actually just written a blog on the 3 freedoms as well, which will go live on Friday. So please do check out our blog on our website if you'd like to read a little bit more about the 3 freedoms. There's a tongue twister for you. So have a think about these and which is the most important for you, and what can you do to achieve this freedom. And we're going to take you through now and show you how Xero can help you with these. So here's what we're going to be covering today. We're going to look at how Xero can help save you time, how it can help get you paid faster. Then we'll look at the different options with Xero and how we can work together to ensure you're using Xero to its full potential. And then we'll also look at how we can help you monitor your results regularly with informed decisions, so you can make informed decisions. And then finally, we'll discuss the next steps that you can take, and I can answer any questions that you may have and that I haven't seen as we go through. Right, so to see how Xero can improve the life of a small business owner, I'm going to use Annie as an example throughout today's webinar. Now, Annie is a plumber with her own business, and she employs 4 other team members and has 2 young children. Annie still works a lot on the tools the majority of the time, as well as doing all the quotes and all the paperwork. And her workday generally starts at 7 AM. She gets home about 4 PM. She feels guilty about the amount of time she spends working and wants to spend more quality time with her children. She uses a diary to manually record job, creates quotes and invoices using Microsoft Word, and then emails them to customers. She also manages the payroll herself. After her kids are in bed, Annie spends an hour or 2 at the kitchen table most nights, finalising quotes, preparing invoices, reconciling the bank accounts, following up overdue invoices, paying bills, doing the wages, and basically managing all the jobs to ensure that there's enough inventory and the team know where they need to be. So she's never quite sure how much is in the bank, but it never seems to be as much as she expects. Sometimes she pays herself less to make sure her team are all paid. Now, I'm sure some of these pain points sound familiar to you. You may experience 1 or 2 of them. You may have experienced all of them. I know I've certainly experienced some of those in the past. And majority of business owners probably do it as well. So, come on, slides. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with these slides. There you go. Sometimes they're clicking straight through and other times they're taking a while, so I do apologise. So using online accounting software like Xero is one of the easiest ways to save time and reduce some stress. I'm sure you've all spent time at night trying to sort out your accounts, reconciling transactions, while rifling through receipts, all after a long day's work, or at the weekend when you should be out having fun, focusing on your friends and family. With Xero, you can automatically reconcile your transactions to your bank account. So your Xero records and categorizes everything for you. So you don't have to print that bank statement anymore. You don't have to sit with a ruler and a highlighter and mark off each transaction and make sure you've got it accounted for in a spreadsheet. Xero will even start to learn from your behavior and make suggestions for you and your purchases and things. It scans Xero for invoices or bills that might correspond to the transactions coming through your bank account, so you don't need to physically match them up yourself. And you can also set up bank rules so that regularly recurring transactions even, I can't get my words out, will automatically be coded throughout the year. So things like your bank fees, you can set up a rule so that every time the bank fees comes in, it automatically knows it's to go to bank fees. So things like that can really help save you time as a business owner. Sending invoices through Xero saves you time and means your customers receive their invoices instantly via email or by an online link. Now this is, as I've said on social media, if anyone saw it, this is got to be probably my favourite feature of Xero, and it's the one that gets me excited the most because it's just so clever the way it does it. So you can reduce your data entry by copying previous invoices or by setting up repeating invoices. So if you've got customers on, like, say, monthly retainer services, you can put them up on a repeating invoice. And this is exactly what we do in Pink Pig. All of our clients are on monthly retainer invoices, or not retainer, but services invoices. We've got them set up as repeating invoices. So on the 15th of every month, Xero just raises invoices, emails it out to clients. I don't do a thing. Xero does it all, and it's really, really good. You can also set up automatic reminders so that if your client don't pay to your payment terms, Xero can send a reminder to customers that their invoice is due. And I've had a complete mind blank, and I can't remember if we talk about payment services in the future. So if we don't, I'm going to come back and talk about payment services as well, because that's something that, again, clicks on to your invoicing to speed up getting money in the bank. Actually, I think we do. So at Pink Pig, we also recommend Dext to work side by side with Xero. There is a Xero-owned alternative called HubDoc, but we don't feel that the functionality is there. So although it's free, it's not best option out there for our clients. So which is why we recommend Dext, and all of our processes are built around Dext, which is why we insist on it for all of our clients. So what this does is it means that you can set up any of your bills you receive via email to be forwarded straight to Dext, or you can take pictures of your physical receipts, and the accounting data automatically then appears in Xero for you. Obviously, there's a load of settings to do and things to set up, but once you've got it going, it simplifies the process seamlessly by matching transactions in your bank feeds. And this results in a lot less paper, because once you've taken a picture of the receipt, it's stored and sent through to Xero, or the email, you don't need to print it. So it can free up all your filing cabinets. And it also means more accurate data and a better view of your finances. And of course, not to mention the amount of time you're going to get back. Of course, many of you may prefer not to deal with the reconciliations, the coding, and all the other financial administrative tasks, even with the time savings that Xero provide. So for many of our clients, we look after that side of the business for them as well, the bookkeeping. And we use Xero to take on all of those tasks, so you don't have to. So the clients we do this work for already often comment that it's given them a complete peace of mind and time freedom to enjoy the things that they prefer to do, like relaxing at the end of the day, or just enjoying time with family. And as I've mentioned in some of the advertising for this webinar, we did have a client who would spend most of her Sunday going through her bank statement, finding the receipt, matching them up, making sure she's got everything recorded on a spreadsheet. And she doesn't do that anymore. She gets her whole Sundays back every week, which has been life-changing for her. And that's the kind of thing that we look to provide for our clients. We want them to have that time. So another advantage to us outsourcing the work is that there are also no errors to correct at year end. which in the past could have resulted in additional fees or tax surprises. And one of the things we're really passionate about as well is that we do all the bookkeeping or reconciling on a daily basis. And some people think this is a bit overkill, especially for smaller businesses, but for us, it's really an important thing because it means that our clients then have up-to-date data every day. So they're going to know exactly where their position is, exactly what their profit is, exactly what their invoicing amount is. And they can get that information as well, which we will cover in shortly. So this webinar shows you what's possible with Xero, and then you can decide on whether you'd like us to work for you or if you'd prefer doing it on your own. But either way, using Xero will definitely save you time and it will definitely reduce your stress. And yeah, we're open to conversations about your preferred options, and we can support you with implementation and training to ensure you maximize your time savings with Xero. So how will these features help Annie? So remember, she was spending an hour or two doing paperwork most nights. Well, first of all, with Xero's bank rec or reconciliation, bank rec for short, Annie won't have to sit down with any bank statements, as I've mentioned before. No more bills, no more invoices and highlighters, and manually reconciling or recording in a spreadsheet. Using online invoicing, Annie can automatically create invoices and seamlessly send them online using Xero. But sorry, she can automatically send quotes using Xero and then convert them into invoices once they've been accepted. And she can even do all of that from her phone. And then Dext will allow Annie to have bills automatically forwarded from her email into Xero. She can also take photos of bills and receipts and upload them while she's out and about. People do look at me strangely sometimes when I get a receipt in the shop and straight away take a picture of it, but it's done. It takes 2 seconds, done and dusted. Once they're uploaded, they can be seamlessly reconciled with the bank feed. And because the bills and receipts are saved online in Dext and on Xero, as I said before, she doesn't need to worry about saving them and won't need like shoe boxes of receipts or cupboards full of paperwork. No more. So yeah, lots of time there freed up for Annie. And yet again, we're waiting for my slides. Last couple have been really good. Come on, slides. Come on. Okay, it's not clicking over, but I'm going to start talking about the next slide, and hopefully it will join us shortly. So we've seen how much time Annie, or how much more time Annie will have if she uses the full power of Xero. But cash is king. And ultimately, business owners want to have enough money to enjoy their desired lifestyle. There you go. So, did you know that on average, it takes small businesses up to 30 days to be paid? So that's a lot of cash locked up in debtors, and debtors are people who owe you money. So this is another confronting statistic that shows that there is a lot of room for improvement. So most business owners are experts at what they do, but they might not know much about running business from the admin and accounting side of things, and also managing their cash as well. Cash flow though is like really important for you as small business owners. It's not just enough to have a profitable business on paper. You will see that profitable businesses can and do fail due to poor cash flow. So with Xero, you can get more insight into how your business is really doing, and we can help you implement strategies to manage your cash and improve your cash flow. So let's have a look at some of the features in Xero that can help you get paid faster. Late payment of invoices is a huge contributor to poor cash flow. So therefore, the faster you get paid, the better your cash flow will be, which makes us all happy people. So yeah, payment services. I knew there was a slide in here, but complete brain freeze moment. So Xero's data shows on average, businesses get paid up to twice as fast when they use online invoice payments. So this helps improve your cash flow, as your cash then isn't tied up in your debtors for as long. So online payments or payment services in Xero allow you to connect services like Stripe, Go Cardless, Square, iWalkerPay, PayPal, many more. And what that does is it adds a pay now option to your invoice. Now this is both a win-win for you and your customers. So there's always two angles to it. So it's easy for you to set up, and it's easy for your customers to pay you straight away. And I think this is the thing, if you make it easy as possible for your customers to pay you, they're going to pay you. If you have to make it so laborious and drawn out process, they're just going to put it off, aren't they? But if you make it as easy as possible for them to pay, and just by clicking on a button, they're going to do it quicker. They're also less likely to forget as well, because how many times we go, oh, I'll do that later because it's not a quick thing, and then they forget about it. So having that pay now button right there in the invoice is prompting them to pay you there and then. Actually, I'm just going to go back, and I also just want to talk to you about Go Cardless as well, because I think it's a really underrated tool. So as I mentioned before, we've got all of our invoices on repeating invoice, and on the 15th of the month they all get sent out to our clients. We use Go Cardless for the majority of our customers. So on the 15th, our invoices go out. I do nothing. On the 22nd, Go Cardless collects all those payments. And I've done nothing in this process other than set it up originally. And then a couple of days after that, the money comes into our bank account. And this is the sort of thing that you can set up for you. And it doesn't just work for repeating invoices. When you hear Go direct debit, you automatically go to the same amount every month, blah, 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 blah. But it doesn't need to be like that. So you can use ad hoc invoices set up with direct debit. And as long as there's a mandate set up, you send it out, you set the due date, Xero sends that through to Go Cardless will collect it on the due date. So that can be set up for any type of invoice as well. So it's a really powerful tool that will help get money in your bank nice and quickly. And now the slides don't want to work again. Okay, come on. We're going to move into invoice reminders next. I'm going to start talking and the slides will catch up. So invoice reminders is another tool in Xero that automates your customer payment collection and helps you to get paid quicker. So invoice reminders will save you time and frustration, as you don't have to manually chase any overdue invoices. Xero will automatically email your customers when their invoices become overdue. There it is. Sometimes customers just need a little nudge before they pay. Like I said before, quite often you see it coming, go, oh, I'll do that later, and then forget. We do it all the time. So these invoice reminders are a quick and easy way to give you some time back and ensure that your customers pay your invoices quickly. You can also set it up to do a reminder a day or two before it's due, just to say, hi, just a reminder, my invoice is due tomorrow. Let me know if there are any problems or something like that. So it doesn't have to be a horribly worded email or anything, and it can all be done in your tone of voice, your style. So it's you. It's not something that's horrible mean, but you can set up the reminders so they do get more strongly worded, as you would do in real life, as they get more and more overdue. So that's a really underrated little feature as well in Xero. Right, so now cash flow projections. Xero wants to give businesses clear visibility of their financial position and cash flow, obviously, to help you make better informed decisions and to set you up for success. One of the features they've created in the last, I think this is the last year or two, I can't remember exactly when it came in, the last couple of years are a bit of a blur, and this is the short-term cash flow projection. This is a dashboard style tool designed to help you view and manage your cash flow better for projecting your cash flow for the next 7 or 30 days. The cash flow projection is based off the balance in your bank accounts in Xero and future one-off or repeating invoices or bills. So again, this feature will not work if your accounts are not up to date and reconciled. It's all based on the information within Xero. So again, it's another reason why it's really important and why we think, and we do, keep our clients' records up to date. This feature will help you to keep an eye on your bank balance to ensure that you've got enough money in the bank to cover your upcoming payments. Now, as much as I love Xero, and I do, I've got to admit, I'm not a huge fan of this feature. It's not, I don't know how to word this correctly, but it's not always been as accurate as I'd like to see. But it is really good introduction to cash flow, and I think it's really helpful for the simpler, smaller businesses where there is less in and out. It's more accurate for that. But if your business is a little bit more complex and it requires a more in-depth cash flow forecasting service, we work alongside another great software company called Float, which integrates with Xero and has got really, really good cash flow projection. And this is the one that I use personally for myself, Pig, and it's the one that we use with all of our clients. So as a small business owner, Annie relies on customers paying by online banking, which many, many businesses do. And this means that clients will need to copy the bank account number from the invoice, enter their online banking, or enter into their online banking, and with the risk that they could enter the wrong number. If Annie was to use Stripe or PayPal or even go cardless, or anything like that, customers will be able to click a button and be taken straight to pay online. And online payments make payments quick and easy for customers. And the easier you make it for them, as we said before, the faster they'll pay. The fastest option, which is actually your B2B option, is a new one called iRocketPay, where you don't even need to enter anything. You literally click a couple of buttons, it connects to your bank account with the QR code on your phone, and it just does it all. It's amazing. But again, I'm not going to geek out on that. So, as I said, whichever of the payment options you use, it will help speed things up. By setting invoice reminders, Annie won't need to go through her bank account and compare the transactions to the invoices to see who has and hasn't paid, who needs to be followed up and chased. Xero will automatically send an invoice reminder with, again, a button to pay online, so giving the customers another chance to pay. And Annie has struggled with knowing when payments will be going out and whether there'll be enough cash to pay in the bank on a particular day to cover those payments. So with Xero's short-term cash flow projection, she can quickly find out when cash is due to come in and when it's due to come out, and have peace of mind that she's got enough cash to cover the outgoings in the next 7 to 30 days. So there are 3 Xero plans in the business edition that are available either via us or directly on the website. For smaller businesses, the starter plan is a great place to begin, and you can send up to 20 invoices and quotes, and you can enter 5 bills. And the best part is you can reconcile unlimited transactions and integrations with, and it integrates with Dext, saving you time trying to find the receipts, printing off the bills, and so forth. You'll also have access to the cash flow snapshot that we showed you and a business snapshot as well, so you can easily monitor how your business is doing. Most businesses find the standard plan more suitable, and this is the one we use with the majority of our clients, with unlimited invoices, quotes, bills, etc. The ability to bulk reconcile transactions, the use of Dext. Your business will be more efficient. And you can also manage expenses as well. And finally, if your business deals with international payments, so you've got like multi-currency invoices or bank accounts, then you'll need the premium plan, and that will allow you to have, as I said, yeah, you can invoice in multi-currency and you can have multi-currency bank accounts as well. So, and like actually have like euro bank account, dollar bank account, so forth, and receive and send money in those currencies. And to ensure your business is as efficient as possible, Xero has also developed some add-ons which can be added to your Xero subscription. So obviously only if you need it. These are add-ons. And the main 3 add-ons, or the best 3 add-ons, are payroll, projects, and expenses. So Xero Payroll is what we use at Pink Pig for all of our clients on payroll. And it ensures that you pay your team the correct amount of money every time, and you can do weekly, monthly, fortnightly payments, or weekly payments and everything on there. It automates tax calculations, saving you time, and it is HMRC compliant as well, so you can have peace of mind and you can file your filings with HMRC every month or every payday. Xero Payroll automatically updates when any legislation changes occur, so you'll always stay compliant. And with payday filing, returns are, and it also, as I said before, sends your return through to HMRC to make sure that everything is up to date with them and your requirements. With Xero Projects, you can quote, invoice, and monitor your jobs, helping you to monitor how much money your business is making from each job. This all-in-one tool tracks time, cost, profitability on every job, and integrates with other areas of Xero as well to avoid duplication. And Xero Expenses allows you to easily capture, track, and manage your team's expenses. And the mobile app allows your team to take photos of receipts while out and about, and track their mileage as well using the map feature. It's fully integrated with Xero, and you can use the batch payment feature then to quickly reimburse your team members and reconcile in your bank account. So this ensures that you've got an accurate view of your team's spending, and you know when you need to pay them back and things, which again helps your cash flow. If you are using Dext, then we generally advise to use, depending on the requirements, but generally we find our clients use the expenses feature in Dext rather than Xero Expenses, because Xero Expenses is an additional cost, whereas with Dext it's all included. So it just depends on how many team members and your own circumstances really as to which one we'd recommend you to use. So as we mentioned before, Annie has been using a diary to manage the jobs, and her team members fill out a paper timesheet each week. So if Annie uses the Xero Payroll add-on, her team will be able to fill out their timesheets directly in Xero using the app, because all the team or all the employees will get access to a Payroll Me app, or Xero Me Payroll app. So they can upload it onto there, which means that Annie automatically has that when she comes to do the payroll. So she can then automatically calculate the pay based on those timesheets, as well as tax, leave, and everything like that. She can then review the timesheets, approve them, and do the payroll in just a couple of clicks. So it's really quick and easy for her. Her team can also then view their payslips and also apply for leave via the Xero app. And then, as we've mentioned before, it's all connected to HMRC. So once she's completed the pay run, she can file that with HMRC as well, which is really quick and easy to do. And if anyone's using the basic tools for payroll, I feel your pain. This is a hell of a lot easier and quicker, I promise. And finally, using Xero projects to manage her jobs will streamline the process, and it will save Annie time and money. After adding a job, Annie can estimate the time it will take to complete, the materials required, send a quote directly from Xero. While the job is in progress, she can add costs, bills and deposits, and update the invoice if the job changes, so forth. The reporting feature within Xero projects will show Annie which jobs are making money and which aren't, so that she can be more accurate in her quoting for future jobs. And there's also Xero's own add-on marketplace, where there's over 1,000 apps that are currently connected to Xero, and these all are providing further automation and saving you more time. So the apps in the marketplace specialise in different areas of the business or in different industries, and these can include things like point of sale, inventory management, customer relationship management, time tracking, practice management, just to name a few. And you can get all the payment services in there as well and things like that. So whatever your industry, whether you're a tradie, farmer, retailer, hairdresser, lawyer, or whatever you are, there are apps in that marketplace which will help you save time and money and reduce your stress levels. With so many apps though, I get it can be a bit overwhelming choosing the right app for your business. So we can help you to ensure that you'll get a significant return on your investment in any apps you choose. And we are very, very keen not to use an app for an app's sake. So we will never recommend an app to you unless we can actually see the value in it and it does actually solve a problem. So I don't believe in just getting apps for app's sake, because what's the point of paying out for software if it's not actually solving a problem or giving you that after value that you need? So rest assured, we never ever sell an app unless it's actually required, and it will do its job and save you time, money and stress. So as I said before at the beginning, our most successful clients use Xero and work with us regularly to help them to understand what's happening in their business, and so they can make fully informed decisions. And this is why we love Xero so much. You can quickly and easily monitor your transactions, your cash flow, and it just saves you so much time and stress. So remember those statistics from the beginning of the webinar. We want you to be on the right side of those. We want you to have a successful business. We want you to reach your goals and enjoy your business, and to be able to continue to do that for many years to come. So your best chance of doing that is to work with us and Xero. If you were to pay yourself an hourly rate for reconciling your bank accounts, chasing up your team for receipts, sorting out your accounts, what would that add up to every month? It's likely to be significantly more than the cost of a Xero subscription. And since Xero improves accuracy, it's likely you'll be able to process your year-end accounts and tax returns faster, saving money. Again, saving potentially money on accountancy fees too, because if we've not got to sit through and unpick and redo or correct something, then obviously it's going to take us less time and it's going to be cheaper. But it's not just the financial savings though. Think about how much more time and mind freedom you'll have from doing this right now. I know the government are leaping forward with their MTD plan, so we've already done the VAT stage. They're now moving into the income tax stage, and then it'll be the corporation tax stage, where all businesses over a certain threshold will need to go onto software to be able to complete their accounting and filing requirements. But why wait? You can see the benefits. Why wait until the government tell you to do something? Let's get those benefits now, and get all those freedoms that we've been talking about, and grow your business in a lot less stressful way. So where do we take it from here? So it's important to take action to set your business up for success. And we offer all of our clients an annual complimentary meeting. We do this annually. We do this with new clients. It's a similar sort of thing for the beginning when we first speak to new clients, and then we follow it up every year with another complimentary meeting to make sure that everything's on track and going in the right direction. So these are free, and happy to schedule one with anybody to help see how we can help you just progress and get closer to your goals. We've also created a complimentary 3 freedoms worksheet, which we can send you. And this will help you to identify areas in your business that you can work on, so that you can ensure you achieve the financial time and mind freedom that you're searching for. If you're ready to upgrade your Xero, or upgrade to Xero, then we can arrange that for you. We can get you set up, we can train you and your team, and we can ensure that you get off to the best start with Xero. If you have another software that you're using, one of the green ones, then that's something we can look at as well. We can convert from another software into Xero, and it's a fairly simple and easy, stress-free service that we do. So there are plenty of options to get you going with Xero. So let's just have one more look at the freedom Annie can achieve by working with us and Xero. First of all, she'll have more money. She'll have a better overview of her finances. She'll get paid quicker. She'll get better at costing jobs, and she'll understand her cash flow. She might spend 1 to 2 hours a week on paperwork compared to the 5 to 10 hours it was taking her before. So that's potentially an extra 8 hours or so that she has to spend with her family. Again, I've already mentioned about one of our clients, but I'm just going to reiterate the fact that she was spending a whole Sunday each week logging her bills and bank transactions and sales in a spreadsheet. And as I said earlier, since implementing Xero and working with us, she now has her Sundays back for her and her daughter. So it's life-changing. It really is for them. So, and then finally, going back to Annie, she'll have peace of mind that her business is successful, and it's one of the businesses that will survive past those 5-year mark. So imagine what your life could look like in 12 months if you work with us and Xero. Right, so before we finish up, does anybody have any questions? I can't see anything in the chat box, but anyone wants to pop anything in there, I can answer it for you. No, there's nothing coming through. I don't know if it's just a delay or if there aren't any questions, but if there are any questions you have afterwards, then feel free to drop us an email on hello@pinkpigfinancials.co.uk or drop us a DM on any of our social platforms, and we can get back to you and answer your question. So I just want to say a huge thank you for joining me today. I appreciate taking time out of your busy day to be here. And I hope that you'll be able to, or I hope we'll be able to help you beyond today's session with achieving more time, more mind, and more financial freedom. Hopefully, as you exit, if I've got this technology stuff right, then there will be an exit interview, exit questionnaire. If you wouldn't mind just clicking and answering a couple of quick questions for us. And we will send out a copy of the recording to everybody who has registered, along with the 3 freedoms worksheet as well. So I hope you find that useful. Thanks again for coming today. I hope you've enjoyed it and you found it useful. I hope you have a lovely day. Take care. Bye.